Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have been on a mission to declutter and organize every single room and every single space in my entire house, and I feel like I am finally getting somewhat close to being done. Today's video is going to be a compilation of my most recent decluttering and organizing projects. My marathon videos are by far the most popular videos here on my channel, so I really hope you enjoy this one. If you are new here, my name is Aleah and I am a mom of 3. I post new cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and the occasional room makeover video here on my channel every single Friday, and we are actually starting a huge project in the next few weeks. We are doing a major kitchen renovation and I will be filming it all. So if you do enjoy that type of content, I would love for you to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of it. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here and coming back for another video. So if you are needing some motivation, make sure you put this video up on your TV or your phone so we can get some stuff done together. Whether you are tackling a big decluttering project, or maybe you are just getting your everyday cleaning done, or maybe you are just wanting to feel like you are cleaning with a friend, I hope I can be that person for you. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are continuing on with decluttering and organizing my entire house, and today's project is going to be my master bathroom. I have been dreading dealing with this room because every drawer and every cabinet is so messy and overflowing and disorganized, and it is just very overdue. I am excited for the end result. That is what always gets me through these projects, is just looking forward to having a clean and organized and functional space, but it is always a little daunting when I am first getting started. But I hope you all enjoy today's video and it gives you the motivation to declutter or organize or just clean a space that maybe you have been putting off.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to.
As always, when I am decluttering a space, I always like to start by cleaning the entire area that I am going to be working in. When decluttering, I find I always make a bigger mess when I start pulling everything out, so I do like to have a fresh, clean surface to work in. So I am just taking everything off of the countertops so I can wipe everything down. I'm also going to be cleaning off the cupboards as well before we start pulling everything out of the drawers and the cabinets. Something kind of random, but my sink used to always get so clogged from all of my hair that went down the drain, but we did purchase these removable sink stoppers, and these have been so great. You are able to just take them out, remove any clogs that get caught up in it, and just put them right back in the sink. No more dealing with Drano or having to take things apart. These are so simple and have been a game changer. So I highly recommend them. They are, like I said, a little random. I think I have them linked in my Amazon storefront if you are interested, but I would highly recommend.
What's inside that heart of yours? Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get
So the first thing on my list for decluttering is my acrylic makeup organizer, and I was dreading going through this. Makeup can be very expensive, and I have spent a lot of money on a lot of these products, and unfortunately, I just don't use them or they have gone expired. I will say makeup does have the expiry dates on each item, and I do think you can keep it longer than those suggest, but a lot of the stuff in this organizer has been sitting here for years, and some of it has changed color or now just kind of has an off smell. And you just know when it's time to part with something. So I am finally biting the bullet this day and going through each and every item and getting rid of the things that have gone bad, are too old, or that I just don't use anymore. I have decluttered my bathroom over the years, but this is the one area that I tend to avoid because, like I said, it's just things I feel like I've spent a lot of money on, and I do like makeup. I like to have a little collection sitting here, but it's just unnecessary and unused and just taking up a lot of space. It felt really good to finally go through all of this stuff and get rid of probably half of it. I did end up throwing it all in the garbage because used makeup just isn't something I was wanting to donate. And for the most part, it was stuff that has gone expired or was lip products and just things that nobody is going to want. Going through this started off a little bit hard, but as I was going through the drawers and making more space and just seeing the difference in how these drawers looked, it made it a lot easier to part with a lot of the items. I was also finding items that I didn't even realize I had. I had 3 eyebrow pencils and I had a couple different mascaras. I have so many lip products and I didn't even notice. So this is also a good reminder to go through what you have before you purchase anything new. I also did want to quickly say thank you so much to everyone who has been sending love our way. I did share about a very scary situation we went through with Grayson a couple weeks back, and so many of you shared stories of your own and just shared a lot of comforting words with us, and it helped me so much to just get through those first few really hard days. And I did just want to say thank you so much. I feel like the community that we have built here is just such an amazing group of people, and it feels really good to have people in my corner and just not feel so alone. So again, I just wanted to thank you all for being there for me and sending us love and comfort and prayers, because it really does mean the world to me. Would you let me get to know you, boy? So this pile here is all of the stuff that I am going to be throwing in the garbage, and this was a good third, if not almost half of the makeup that I had in this organizer. It looks so much better, it is so much more organized, and I can actually open the drawers and see what I have now. Now we are going to be moving on to the first drawer, and it is going to be Justin's shaving drawer. This was probably one of the worst drawers in the entire bathroom, so I was happy to get it out of the way first. The first thing I am, of course, doing is just emptying it out. It was full of hair because, like I said, it is his shaving drawer. So I'm just going to quickly vacuum all of the hair out of here and just wipe it down so it's nice and clean before we start putting things back in. I'm also going to be cleaning out the acrylic organizer I had in here and putting that back in here as well. It's kind of an unnecessary organizer. It doesn't really do much in here, but I find it does separate some of the items. These drawers are a little tricky to organize because they are deep, but they're skinny. So there's not really a lot of ways I can put stuff back in here, but I am doing my best with what I have. I was also able to get rid of a ton of the stuff that was originally in this drawer. A lot of it didn't actually belong in here, so I put a lot of this in our closet or his toolbox or somewhere else in our bedroom where it belonged, and that alone made the mess a lot less overwhelming.
I know I messed up. Yeah, I know I did you wrong. But I learned my lesson. Now, what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could.
So this drawer here is where I keep all of my Bath and Body Works products. That is where I purchase all of the hand soaps for my home, as well as the body wash, but I don't use it as body wash. I use it as bubble bath. But that is what's in here. I am just putting a few new soaps that I got for Christmas into here, and I did have to take a few out since they wouldn't all fit, and I'm just going to be storing those ones underneath my kitchen sink.
You're not good enough. Give me a
Moving on down, we are going to be cleaning underneath Justin's sink, and this is where I keep all of my cleaning products. For the most part, everything underneath here is going to stay under here, but it definitely needed to be reorganized. A lot of these items also have been leaking over time, which I did not notice, so I'm very happy that they were stored in these white plastic bins so it didn't damage underneath this cupboard, but I am going to have to clean those out as well.
easily. I wanna see you be mad. Yeah, get mad at me. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. 'Cause you're the best, you know. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance. Yeah, baby, try, try, try. Just one more night. Then make up your mind. Please don't say
I do love to shop at Costco, so a lot of the products I do buy in bulk, so we have more than one of them. So things like Justin's shaving cream, our shampoos and conditioners, and other cleaning products, we have multiple bottles of it. So I do store some of the Overstock underneath this sink as well.
I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. I'm sorry for making you feel like.
So these three drawers in the center are by far the most used drawers. This is where we keep most of our everyday products. And as you can see, this drawer alone is overflowing and I can barely open it. So we are going to work on these drawers one by one, and it ends up being such a huge difference.
If you just believe it, I know we can make it. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. If you just believe it, I know we can make it.
I find decluttering and organizing is a never-ending process. I feel like I can tackle each space every 6 months and find new things to get rid of. I have really been good this last year when it comes to purchasing things I do not need. I definitely used to be more on the overconsumption side. I love to shop. I love new things. I love the feeling I get bringing new fun items into my home. But I have really reeled that in over the last year, and I am very proud of myself. Not only have I had to declutter less, but I also saved so much money. So that is a really good feeling. If you have been trying to get on more of the minimal side or the under consumption side, I would highly recommend it. I am by no means perfect, and I probably can't even consider myself a minimalist. I do still have a lot of things, and things do still make me happy, but the improvement has been huge over the last year. So I'm really excited to see how much better I can get in 2025.
I don't know where she came from, kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her.
So this drawer originally was dedicated to all of the products we use on a daily or nightly basis, but as you can see from the pile here, we have accumulated a ton of things, and that just isn't the case anymore. So I wanted to get it back to just the products we use on a daily basis. I am going to be cleaning the acrylic organizers quickly before putting those back in the drawer. Again, these drawers are a little tricky to organize with the way they are shaped, but I do find just putting a few organizers in here just make it look a lot more neat and tidy and functional. I was also able to get rid of quite a few products that were in this pile. A lot of this was empty or expired or just things I didn't use anymore. I also had products that I had doubles of, like my dry shampoo. So I had 3 of those, and I am just going to be dumping all of those into one single bottle. That alone saves so much space. And then I am just going through the rest of the stuff and putting it away into the drawer in a way that makes sense to me. I was organizing all of my face products together. I was putting all of my masks in one area. I was putting our deodorants together. And like I said, just making it functional for how we will use it.
When she thinks nobody sees, and when she's gonna miss her so, I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should stay with me. And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath?
So this drawer here is where we keep a lot of the overstock for our smaller products. Again, I buy in bulk, so we do have quite a few items that we are not currently using, but I do like to keep on hand. So we keep our extra toothpaste, toothbrushes, my extra shaving heads, bars of soap, and just everyday products like that. I do also like to save money when I can. So if an item I use every single day comes on sale at Sephora or any of those other stores, I will purchase it while it's on sale and stock up on an item I know I will go through. And I also store things like that in this drawer as well.
What to do? I wanna spend the night with her, bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress?
I was trying to make everything fit and look good in here, but that just was not possible with everything still in the boxes. The boxes were just taking up too much space, so I did decide to take everything out of the packaging, and then I was able to get it all to fit nicely in here.
Trees are in green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. No, I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems.
I also wanted to quickly show you guys something. Last night when I was sleeping, it was probably about 10:40. I heard something hit my house. So we went to the window to investigate, and somebody egged our house, which has never happened. They actually ended up hitting quite a few houses on our street, but there's one giant egg that is right in my window in my master bedroom. So I'm gonna show you guys because it is beyond irritating. So this is the giant egg that hit our master bedroom window, and obviously the one that probably woke me up. And like, what did they use? An ostrich egg? Like, why is that so gigantic? But I am so annoyed. I do not understand why anyone would be so rude. I'm sure it's a bunch of kids, but they hit our house probably about 5 times. And like I said, there's quite a few houses on our street that are hit, and these are going to be impossible to clean. Oh, I'm just so aggravated and angry, and this is just not what I needed in my life right now. Now we are going to get to work on my side of the sink, and I really don't have a rhyme or reason for a lot of the stuff underneath here. We of course have a lot of classic bathroom items under here, like cotton swabs and Q-tips and all of that fun stuff. I do also keep a lot of my hair products in here, like my conditioners and my hairspray. I have Tums under here because I did turn 30 this year, and I feel like Tums are a must in my bathroom at nighttime. And just things like that. There is just a whole lot of products under here that don't really have a home anywhere else in my house, and that is what I store underneath my side of the sink. I would love to find another little organizer that's a little bit larger to keep underneath my sink. This one is just a little bit too small. I think this would be good for the girls' room, and they could store all of their little things in here. So I might look for a new one at HomeSense. I'm sure I could find something that would fit perfectly. But for now, this is the one I currently have, and I am just putting a lot of the smaller items in here, like my nail polish and some of the polysporin and other little medical items that we have, and just the small things that don't have a space anywhere else.
Something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I wasn't.
This drawer here is another one that doesn't really store any type of item in particular. I do have a ton of different things in here. I do keep a lot of my extra perfumes in here that I don't use on a daily basis, but I am still not ready to part with. This is what I mean when I am definitely not a minimalist. I feel like I could easily get rid of these, but I'm just having a harder time. If I declutter my bathroom again within the next 6 months and these are all still sitting in here, hold me accountable and I will get rid of them, because it is truly just a waste of money for me to just have them sitting in here. I would much rather give them to someone who would use them and would love to have them. So that's probably what I should do. But I do have some items in here as well that I am just moving into the kids' bathroom. It clears out some space in mine, and I did organize their bathroom a couple weeks ago if you missed that video. I have been going through each room of my house and trying to get everything organized, and it is feeling so good. If you are feeling overwhelmed in your home with the clutter and the chaos, just organize a space and I can guarantee you, you will feel so much better. You don't need the fancy organizers or anything new to be purchased to make a space look better. This drawer is an example. It is not perfect by any means, and I didn't use any organizers. I just cleaned it up and emptied it out, and 10 out of 10 made it look so much better.
What do I every time you call my name? What do I whipping me into madness? I try to lay low, but I can never stay
All of the extra products that are sitting off to the side here, I am just adding those to my growing collection for the donation center. I am so happy with how this bathroom turned out. It always feels so good having two large trash bags to throw in the garbage and just physically see the clutter leaving your home. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me, and I will see you all next Friday with a brand new video. Bye guys. Hello you guys, and welcome back. We're going to be continuing on with decluttering and organizing today. We are going to be tackling some of the drawers and cabinets in my kitchen that are just so messy and overflowing. We just have way too much stuff in a lot of these areas, and it's been driving me nuts, so I decided today was the day that I am going to be tackling it. I did also purchase some new organizers and acrylic containers for different areas, and sometimes that just makes all the difference in how a space looks and functions. So if you have a space that you have maybe been neglecting, even if it's just a drawer or maybe a closet area, put this video up and let's get it tackled together.
So far away, though you're close. Where's your mind at? I wanna know.
So of course, after I empty out each area, I am going to be giving it a quick clean and wipe down before we put everything back into the cupboard. I am also going to be donating a lot of the stuff because we just don't need 30 water bottles and 45 coffee mugs. It's just unnecessary, and I honestly don't even know how we accumulate so much stuff. I purchased this water bottle organizer off of Amazon. I will try and remember to link it in the description box if you are interested, but I just thought this would be perfect for all of the kids' water bottles and just make the cabinet look a lot more organized.
Let me get to know you, boy. You feel so far away, though you're close. Where's your heart?
So the organizer did end up being slightly too tall for my current shelf height, so I did end up just bumping this bottom shelf up a little bit to make room for it.
I feel paper thin. When will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin?
I feel like when a new year rolls around, I am always excited and motivated to get my entire house in order. You would think going through my house all of last year and slowly decluttering and organizing different spaces, I would be all caught up, but that could not be further from the truth. I feel like there is constantly a cycle of needing to declutter from things that we just accumulate over the year. That is definitely a part of decluttering. I truly feel like it is just never complete. There is always something to be worked on around my home, especially with 3 little kids. I feel like with their ages and how quickly they are growing, and with their interests and needs constantly changing, there is always something to be cleaned, decluttered, or organized.
But underneath, I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you?
This drawer here has always been dedicated to the kids' stuff, like the baby spoons and forks and all of the lids to their water bottles. And of course, we don't need a lot of those items anymore. The kids all just use regular utensils now, so I can get rid of all of the baby stuff. I have slowly been getting rid of it over the last couple of months, but there was still a couple spoons in here. I decided to grab an acrylic organizer for all of the straws for their water bottles, and then I am just putting all of the lids back in here as well. The rest of the water bottles on the counter are all just going to be added to a box for donation. I do end up donating quite a bit this day, and it always is so nice to see the clutter physically leave my house.
Ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue. Come my way, is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight.
Around the new year as well, I am always craving a change. And this time, every single year, is when I contemplate painting my kitchen. You guys are probably so sick of hearing me talk about this, and honestly, I'm sick of talking about it. I just want to do it and get it done, and I truly feel like this is going to be the year. It is something I have wanted to do since we moved into this house, and really the main things that stop us from completing the project is number one, fear. I am very nervous to paint our cabinets. Our kitchen is by no means ugly, and the cabinets we do have are beautiful, but I just feel like white would suit my taste a lot better. I do hate the backsplash though. I will say that. That is something I have been wanting to change, and we should just do that first and see if that's enough, but I know it won't be. I want white cabinets. And the second reason is the price. It is extremely expensive to get your cabinets painted, but I think we are going to go ahead and just do it ourselves. We did buy a paint sprayer already, so step one is complete, but we have never tackled a big project like this one. So we have been discussing the entire process, and we actually decided to start with a smaller scale project, and that is going to be the bathroom on our main floor. I will actually insert some clips here so you can see the bathroom. As you can see, it is kind of a mini version of our kitchen. It has the same cabinets with the same backsplash. So we would start by painting the cabinets in here. I would add the black hardware. We will rip out this rock backsplash and add the white backsplash that we are probably going to go with in the kitchen. I will spray paint the mirror black. I will add some black sconce lights, and it will just change this entire space. It will also be a really good practice run to see if we are capable of doing the kitchen ourselves. I have faith in us. We have done all of the renovations in our home ourselves, and we have learned some skills along the way, but we have never done something this large. But it would save us thousands of dollars. I actually got quoted last year, I believe, to get our kitchen painted, and they quoted us over $7,000. And for us to do it ourselves, it would only probably cost us maybe $1,000 in product. So we'll see. That is the plan for now, and I will film and keep you guys posted. I will film when we do the bathroom, and we'll see how it goes. But I am optimistic that this is finally going to be the year. So as you can see, we are now going through the junk drawer. We probably don't even need a junk drawer in our kitchen anymore. We do have an office, and that is where I should keep a majority of this stuff. But to be honest, my office also needs to be majorly gone through and cleaned and organized and decluttered. So for now, I am just going to go ahead and tidy up the junk drawer. I also do have quite a bit of storage in our kitchen. We are very fortunate. So we do have the space to have a dedicated drawer for pens and highlighters and tools and just little things that we reach for on an everyday basis. If you have a junk drawer, which I think most people do, you guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most people have a junk drawer in their kitchen or another area of their home, but you definitely need acrylic organizers to organize a space like this. There are so many different categories that could be part of a junk drawer, hence the name, and it would be impossible to organize without having some sort of dividers. I do have a couple different categories that I like to keep in my drawer. I always have pens in this area. I have highlighters, Sharpies, tools like a screwdriver, things that we use on a daily basis. I have paper clips, elastics. I have my scraping tool in here. I keep a lighter in here for my candles and just things like that. Everything else that is still on the countertop here, I am either getting rid of, donating, or putting it back where it belongs somewhere else in my house. This drawer, of course, tends to collect a ton of different things, and most of it does not need to be in here. But as you can see, there is a night and day difference from what this drawer was to what it is now, and this area felt really good to get done. Moving on to the next drawer, this is where we keep all of our large kitchen utensils. This drawer was full of crumbs, so I am quickly just dumping everything out, and I'm going to be vacuuming and wiping this drawer out as well. This area, I knew there was going to be some stuff that I was going to be able to donate. We had a ton of duplicates of different utensils and spoons and rolling pins and just things I do not need two or more of. So I am just quickly going to put the organizers back into the drawer and then make my way through all of the stuff.
Saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name.
I also had a question for you guys, and I wanted to know your personal preference. I have been getting comments lately that people enjoy less voiceovers. They say they don't want to hear as much talking and they want to enjoy the music more. And then I get equal or honestly even more people who I assume enjoy the voiceovers because they will interact and engage in the comments with what I was saying throughout the video. So please let me know down below what you would prefer. I do find I talk quite a bit throughout my videos. I don't know about other creators. I don't know how much they like to sprinkle in their voiceovers, but I definitely am probably on the heavier side of voiceovers. I do like to fill you guys in and discuss what I am doing in a video, or maybe catching you up on my life or something that's going on. I personally enjoy that when I am watching some of my favorite creators. I like to know what's going on in their life and just feel like I'm catching up with a friend. So please let me know your preference down below, because I of course want to make content that you guys enjoy. So if you prefer the music, or if you prefer voiceovers, or if what I am doing is exactly what you like to see, just let me know in the comments so I know moving forward. This drawer here is dedicated to all of our pot holders, and most of them are fabric and were due for a wash. So I am going to just collect these all and throw them right into the washing machine. I had a feeling my oven mitts were also in the same state, and I was correct, so I'm just grabbing those as well so I can just throw them all into the washing machine together.
Follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you.
My donation bin was officially full, so I am just going to be grabbing that and bringing it to the front door so we can just load it right into the vehicle and get it out of the house. And now we are going to be moving on to my medicine and supplement cabinet. I was very excited to get this area organized. For the most part, I really didn't even know what was in here. We had all sorts of things from wine glasses to birthday supplies to the medicine for myself, my kids, my dogs, and it just was a very messy area. So I am going to be getting some of the spinning organizers and also some acrylic organizers to just help this space function a lot better.
Cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Just stay till the morning light.
These spinning acrylic organizers are perfect for this medicine cabinet because it is quite high up and I am unable to reach the back of the cabinet. So with these, I am able to just spin them and be able to have access to anything I may need. So I am just organizing and sorting everything into categories. So I have one spinner for all of our supplements and vitamins, and then I am going to be putting all of our cold and flu medicine into the other spinner. And then I do get just a rectangular organizer to put everything else from pain medicine to some allergy medication and just other stuff that we don't need on a very often basis.
Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that.
Now that we are finished with this area, we are just going to be moving down to the coffee bar area, and I am still so happy with this area. We did complete this only a couple of months ago, but I do still have my Christmas decor in this corner, so I am just going to be removing that, and I am going to attempt to replace it with some Valentine's decor. I really didn't have much. I only have a few pieces. This was all I had, so I might make a run to HomeSense and try to find a few more things to make this area look cute. But I did also get a Google Home for Christmas, and I think that is one of my favorite presents that I receive. I am constantly playing music in my kitchen now, and it is just really nice to have. I highly recommend one if you do not have one yet, but I also placed that on the tiered tray as well. I am also going to quickly just fill up my coffee and sugar jar before we move on to the next area. Another major problem area in my kitchen is our container drawer. As you can see here, it is an absolute mess. We do use this drawer every single day, especially when it comes to packing the kids' lunches. Justin also meal preps as well, so he is constantly going through the containers, and I am guilty of just throwing the containers and the lids into this drawer when I am emptying the dishwasher. I always start out really strong after reorganizing this drawer, and I will put everything back perfectly where it belongs. but that usually only lasts for a couple of weeks, and then I just get lazy again and start tossing them all into the drawer as a time saver. But truly, it does not save me time when I have to come back and reorganize the drawer and hunt for the lids that go with the containers, and it's more of a just stressful process. So hopefully I've learned my lesson, and this will be the time that I keep it clean and organized. We are moving over to this cupboard here. This is where we keep all of our strainers and all of our larger bowls and containers. There were quite a few items in here that didn't need to be in here. There were some plates, and there were also quite a few lids to bowls that we don't even own anymore. So I was able to get rid of quite a few things in here and make it look a lot better. So I just got home from Costco, and I thought I would do a Costco haul for you guys because I have not done a grocery haul in quite a while, and I know a lot of you enjoy them, and I always find it fun to see what other people are getting at the store. So I will show you guys what I picked up. I will also say this was definitely a stock up and restock haul. We needed a lot of our basics like coffee and meats and stuff for dinners and things like that. So I will quickly just take you through what I got before I put it all away. I will also apologize in advance that my dogs are louder than my kids, so you will probably hear them while I go through the haul. But to start, I got some apples and honey, some sandwich bread. We got mini pizzas for an easy lunch for the kids and some chicken salad for Justin and I as an easy lunch. Gray requested panko shrimp, so I got a box of that for him. We got some vitamins for the kids and some Uncrustables, some lean ground beef. I've never bought it in the tube like this before, so hopefully it's good and we like it. We've never tried this cooked sticky white rice. It's in little individual containers, which I thought was convenient, so I grabbed a box of those. We have some cheese slices and some block cheese. We like to grate our cheese ourselves. I've heard that there's a lot of additives in pre-grated cheese to help it not stick together and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's really that big of a deal, but why not try and cut additives out where we can? We got some chicken thighs. I got 2 pot roasts. Pot roasts are one of my favorite dinners to make throughout the week. And then I also got some strip loin steaks, some canned tuna. I got 2 boxes of coffee because it was $9 off, so why not buy 2 when it's on sale? I got some Finnish and some salsa. I got a big box of pasta. We eat pasta all the time, so I just get this mixed box of it. I got some coconut milk, some Dawn Power Wash. I am not technically out of this, but I cannot find my bottle anywhere, so I thought I would just grab one while I was there because I do always use it. I got some ketchup and some sweet potatoes, some of Costco's chocolate muffins. These are the best and the kids love them. I do cut them in half and wrap them and freeze them. and it's an easy snack for them or to take with their lunch, that kind of stuff. Some toothpaste, some mushrooms, some recycle bags. We were out of our blue recycling bags, some grapes, a big flat of eggs. We eat a ton of eggs in our house. I got a bag of potatoes and some new hangers because we are running out of hangers in our closet because Matt keeps chewing them. And oh, and then I got this Pokemon set for Gray. I think I'm gonna give this to him for his birthday, which is not until June, but I saw it and it looked really fun and it was good value and he loves Pokemon cards. So why not start shopping early when I can? But that is everything I purchased. Like I said, it was more of a restock and just getting stuff we need for the week and the month to survive. And I believe the total for all of this was $669, which is a lot. But the Pokemon cards, I believe, were like $68. And then of course, when you buy meat, that's expensive, coffee's expensive. You guys know how it is, but that is everything I purchased. So, oh, Mac's gonna start. They also put everything in boxes, which is so annoying. So I'm gonna put those out for recycling tomorrow, but I'm gonna put all of this away now. It felt so good to get some of these areas finally organized and decluttered. These are things I've been putting off for longer than I would like to admit, but I am so happy it is done. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending this time with me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all next Friday with a brand new video. Bye, guys. Hello, you guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. For today's video, we are going to be starting off in the laundry room, and I do not show you guys this room very often, and there is a good reason for that. It is because it is completely out of sorts. It is so messy, so unorganized, and it's just a space that I don't enjoy being in for that reason. So I was very eager to finally get it tackled today. I am giving you a quick overview of the 3 cupboards in here because this is the first order of business. As you can see, they are completely overflowing. There is no organization system and they are needing a really good declutter. So that is going to be the plan for today. But first, I did just want to tidy up the floors and wipe down my washing machine and the little sink area that I do have in here, just so we have a clean space to start pulling everything out of the cupboards. I did also want to do a deep clean of my washing machine while I was in here, and I like to do this every couple of months just to stay on top of the cleaning and maybe any smells that can build up in the washing machine. I do use distilled white vinegar and baking soda for this, and it works really well for me. I have never used any other actual cleaning product when it comes to washing my washing machine because this has just always been great. The unfortunate side is while my washing machine was running the cleaning cycle, it started to leak, which is never a good sign, and we cannot figure out where it is leaking from. I have ran a few cycles since doing the cleaning and it has leaked every time. It's not a lot of water, but it is enough that I am a little concerned to let it continue. So we may be in the market for a new washing machine. We thought about calling someone to come and take a look since we can't find the leak ourselves, but this machine is 13 years old. It is probably on its last legs. I'm a little sad that the bill is going to be coming around the same time we are going to be paying for the kitchen, but that always seems to be the way things go.
All that I do is wait for you. I'm standing and I'm not.
I was going into this with a plan in my head, and I wanted this area here to be all of my cleaning supplies. So the Tide Pods, my iron, our steamer, the magic erasers, all the cleaning things that I keep stored in my laundry room, I want in this cupboard. The middle one is going to be dedicated to more miscellaneous things. We're going to be keeping light bulbs, batteries, some of the kids' outdoor stuff like bubbles and chalk, sunscreen, and that kind of stuff. We're going to organize that into the middle cupboard. And then the cupboard on the far side is going to be my smell good cabinet. So I want my candles and my Scentsy and my essential oils and all of the fun stuff in the end cabinet. This was everything that was stuffed into this cabinet, and I cannot believe the amount of things that I was able to squeeze in here. Also, the cabinets were all very dusty and dirty, so we're going to be wiping those out as well.
To
So now we are going to start working on emptying out this middle cabinet here. This has a ton of just miscellaneous items in it. Almost half of the stuff that was in here did not even belong in the laundry room. This has been an area where I have hidden things over the years. If I don't know where to put it, or if it just doesn't have a home elsewhere in my house, it somehow ended up in these cabinets, and that is why they have gotten so bad over time.
This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want me, boy. The night is young and so are we.
I have some plastic bins that I used to use for some of my kids' craft stuff, but I have since switched out my organization. So I am quickly just taking my little plastic scraping tool and scraping off the vinyl that I put on with my Cricut probably last year. And I am just going to have no labels on these for now and use these to start organizing some of the products to put back into the laundry room cupboards.
Summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it
This is another great reason to make sure you are organizing and decluttering your cabinets on a regular basis. We have an insane amount of sunscreen and bug spray. As you can see, it completely filled up that plastic container. We have way more than we need, and most of these are almost empty to half empty, not worth throwing out, but definitely need to be used up. So this year is going to be the year of using up all of our extra product.
If you love me right, yeah. This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all
I'm grabbing another plastic container to start organizing some of the kids' stuff. This is where I'm just putting their bubbles, some of their little squirt guns, and there was some chalk and other just little random outdoor equipment that I don't really know where else to put it. And I did have some extra space in this middle cabinet, so I thought I might as well put it with the sunscreen and the bug spray. It made sense to me. I might switch this stuff around, but this is what is going to work for now.
You don't wanna talk, but there's a battle in my heart, and no thoughts keep on running wild.
I don't think there's any better feeling than having a space decluttered and organized in your home, especially a space that has been causing you some stress. I have been putting off these cabinets for quite a long time. They have not been functional. Every time I opened them, something fell out. I could never find what I was looking for, and it was just one of those spaces that caused me a lot of stress and aggravation. I am so glad I decided to finally tackle this today because, to be honest, this almost was not what I was going to film this day, but I decided it would be something good to share, something good to film, and it's a new area and a space that really did need to be done, and I am so glad that I just got it done. I actually enjoy doing projects like this. Once I dive in and start doing it, I'm always so happy with the finished product that the thought of having it finished and organized and knowing how happy I'm going to be at the end is usually what gets me through doing it.
Shouldn't even care if you're looking for size, baby. Do they make you lose gravity like you would hold on for so long?
You will see me take a lot of items out of this room that I am not putting back in the cupboards, and for the most part, I am throwing almost all of them out. There were so many things in these cupboards that I didn't even know what they were. We had so many nails and screws and equipment pieces that I don't know what they go to, and we obviously haven't needed them because they have been sitting in these cupboards since we have moved into this house, and that was I think almost 7 years ago. So if we have not needed it in 7 years, I feel like it is pretty safe to say that I can throw it out. So I was getting rid of a lot of it just so I never have to think about it again. And now we are moving on to the fun cupboard, and this is where I keep all of my candles and my Scentsy bars and just all of the smell good things I use around my home. I love my house to smell good and clean and fresh, so candles are usually a must for me. I am going to be taking everything out of this cabinet as well, just so I can wipe it out because I knew it was going to be dusty. And then I am just going to be rearranging everything so it's a lot more neat and functional.
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what the hell were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did, 'cause now you
I really do not use essential oils much. I did go through a phase probably about 5 years ago where I was trying to implement more non-toxic items to make my house smell good, but these just did not do it for me. I am going to be keeping them because I don't want to waste them. I will use them, but I am definitely a candle girl. I love a good candle. I also love my Scentsy warmers, and I know people say that those are more toxic and they are worse for you, but I just don't know if that is necessarily true. I'm sure they are worse than essential oils, but I don't think they are harmful to use around my home. So I am going to continue on. I love them. They make me happy. So it's just something I enjoy. I know a lot of you also love a good candle. So if you don't agree, that's okay too, but I'm going to continue using them.
now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what the hell were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did, 'cause now you
Going through all of my stuff here, I will say I do have way more than the average person needs. I used to be a big shopper. I bought so many things that I didn't need. I loved having collections of things, and candles was one of those things. I loved to buy them when they were on sale, even though I didn't need them. But I have not bought a new candle in over a year, if you guys can believe that. I think the last time I bought them, okay, no, I just lied to you. I did buy 2 new ones at Christmas time. I bought a couple new ones at Christmas, but before that, I had not bought a new candle in over a year, which I am really proud of. I have really tried to go a little more minimal, which I know I am not a minimalist, but just when it comes to my spending and purchasing, I am trying to use up items that I have before I purchase new ones, if that makes sense. I do also like to keep new candles on hand because they are an easy gift for teachers or housewarming or friends. You just get a little gift card and put it with a candle, and I think that's a great gift. So I do like to keep a little extra of a stock for that reason as well.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes.
Now we are going to be moving on to the kitchen, and this was the other room on my list. I really wanted to get my kitchen clean. We unfortunately are having the stomach bug run through our home, which is an absolute nightmare. It is the worst sickness to have running through a house when you have 3 kids, because you just know everyone is a ticking time bomb and someone is probably going to get it after the other. Gray did get it last week, and we made it 5 days where I thought we were in the clear. No one else got it and things were looking good. But unfortunately, Rowan got it last night, and it was not a fun time. It was quite a bad one. Usually my kids can handle it really well, but this one's been kicking them on their butt, which means it would probably be really hard for an adult to get. If you guys know, kids usually can handle sicknesses way better than we can, and if they are getting knocked down for a day or 2, I just know my body would not handle it well. So I'm really hoping I don't get it. Sometimes I can avoid it completely, even though, of course, I am the one that's in the trenches with them. I'm really hoping I can avoid it. I, of course, want Justin to avoid it, and I would love for Quinn to avoid it. But with Quinn, you just know it's almost inevitable. I'm hoping it's done. I'm hoping so bad because there is truly nothing worse. And it is my birthday week this week, and it should be illegal to be sick on your birthday. So that's just another reason I want no part of it. When you guys are seeing this video, my birthday will be past. You guys are seeing this on Friday, and my birthday was Wednesday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, by the way. I am already seeing them come through on my last video, and you guys know how to make a girl feel special, so thank you so much. This has been a crazy year. It's been a great one. Lots of changes, lots of big things happening, and I'm always looking forward to a new year. We took another trip to the city. Grayson had an appointment, but while we were at the mall, we found a photo booth, and it was one of the ones that prints your photos off for you. And we were so excited to do this. It was just the three of us. The girls were at home with my mom. That's why they are not in the photos. But he loved this. He has never done this before, and it was just so much fun and brought back so many memories from when I was a teenager at the mall. It does also print you off 2 slips, so he gets one and I get to keep one, and I just thought this was so fun, and I can't wait to do this again with the girls the next time we go.
But where it went wrong, and I've got no idea where you've been, who you are, not anymore. All I got is this Polaroid picture of us from June 24th. It's where I kissed you for the first time, laid on your sheets. You gave me your heart and said you trusted with me, but all I did was let you down time and time again. It wasn't my intention, maybe we should have been friends. So, you're someone I used to know, but nobody said it'd be easy, but maybe I should have known. One more drink to swallow it down. I gotta get you out of my mind, but nobody said it was easy.
I already knew just looking at this sink full of dishes that I was not going to be able to get a lot of these into the dishwasher, so I did just manage to fit as many as I could in here, and I left the rest for later on. This was the afternoon, so this was before I was cooking dinner, where I knew I was of course going to make more dishes. So I did a load right now, and then I did end up doing a load at the end of the night with the rest of the dishes. So I did still get to start my day with a clean and fresh kitchen with no dishes in the sink.
Last time, said our goodbyes, sat in the car, you saw the pain in my eyes, but I just couldn't let you down time and time again. It wasn't my intention, maybe we should have been friends. So, you're someone I used to know, but nobody said it'd be easy, but maybe I should have known. One more drink to swallow it down. I gotta get you out of my mind, but nobody said it was easy, but maybe I should have known. Guitar. So, you're someone I used to know, but nobody said it'd be.
That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all next week with a brand new video. Bye guys. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be full of cleaning motivation. We are tackling quite a few different areas around my home today, but we are starting off with this mess right here. As you can see, we have been busy making some traps for the leprechauns for St. Patrick's Day, but we made quite a huge mess in the process. I did let my kids go free range when they were creating these, and they worked very hard on them, but the mess left behind is quite bad, and these are my least favorite kind of messes to clean up. I hate glitter, I will say it. I do not like glitter. I cleaned this mess up over 5 days ago from when I am doing these voiceovers, and I am still finding glitter everywhere. Even if I think I got it all, it's somewhere else in the house. So we're going to be cleaning all of this up and packing it away. And then this also inspired me to deep clean my entire dining room. This is a task that has been overdue, and with spring being right around the corner, I decided to just start by spring cleaning my dining room. So we're going to be doing that after we get the initial mess cleaned up, but I hope you all enjoy today's video and thank you so much for being here.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
After I collected all of the glitter and got it off the table, I was still left with a lot of paint and glue on the glass tabletop. So I am going to be using this little scraper tool I purchased off of Amazon to scrape up what I can of all of the dried paint and the dried glue before we wipe down the glass.
I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. And now
We do have this glass cover on our tabletop as a protective layer from the wood. We did have these tables custom built for us, and the wood they used is incredibly soft. So we did purchase this glass piece to, like I said, just help protect it. But unfortunately, so much crumbs and food and different pieces of anything we're using at this table gets stuck between the glass and the actual wood tabletop, and it is a nightmare. We are going to be taking this glass piece off later in the video and cleaning underneath it, but I can't wait to get rid of this glass top. So many of you have recommended some hardening lacquers to coat the table in, and that is definitely something we are going to be doing in the future. We just decided, since we did purchase the custom piece for the glass, we might as well just use it until our kids are a little older. When they were younger, they would kind of gouge and mark up the wood top with their forks or their pencils or whatever they were using, but they all have grown out of that stage and they are all old enough to know better. So I do think we would be safe to take this glass piece off, but we are going to hold off for another 6 months or so just for that extra precaution. But I am counting down the days to get rid of it.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now.
I'm going to be cleaning my window tracks for this patio door in my dining room, and as you can see from these clips, they were absolutely disgusting. I honestly could not tell you the last time I cleaned these, and they were extremely overdue. So I did just grab a cleaning brush. That way I can really scrub and get all of the gunk and the gross stuff out of the tracks. And I did fill this bucket up with hot soapy water, and that is just what I am using to clean this all up. And then of course I have my microfiber cloth to dry everything up and also just pick up the extra gunk that is still left behind from the brush.
It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken.
I am so happy to finally have these cleaned. They were embarrassingly dirty, and I really don't know why I waited so long. It is one of those areas that I don't really pay attention to. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But once I noticed how dirty they were, I could not unsee it, and I knew it needed to be done immediately.
Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it?
Once we are done cleaning the windows in here, we are going to head into the kitchen and start cleaning off the island so we have a place to place the glass from my tabletop so we can start doing some deep cleaning in the dining room. But speaking of my kitchen, I have some really exciting news to share with you guys. If you have been on my channel for any length of time, I am sure you have heard me talk about wanting to paint my kitchen cabinets white. This is something that I have wanted to do in this kitchen since we moved into this house almost 7 years ago. And for some reason, I always find a reason to put it off until the next year. I talk about it every single year about wanting to get it done and paint them and just make this kitchen more my style. I think the kitchen is one of the last rooms in our home that we have yet to make our aesthetic preference, I guess you could say. I love a white kitchen. That is something I have always wanted. There is nothing wrong with my cabinets, but it is just not my style preference. We have went back and forth on whether we should take on the project ourselves or if we should hire it out. And we did decide to take it on ourselves a couple months ago, but we have had some life changes and just some events occur that we just do not want to do it anymore. We don't want to add anything else to our plates. So we did decide to have someone come out yesterday to give us a quote for them to take on the project. They are a professional company and I trust them wholeheartedly, and they did give us a quote that we are comfortable with, so we are going to go ahead and do it. I believe we are booked for April and I cannot wait. I truly cannot wait. Now that we have it on the calendar in the books, I can't wait to have it done. I know I will wish I did it years ago, but I am so excited. I'm excited to take you guys along for the journey and the updates, and it's just going to be a lot of fun, and I am very excited.
I know we've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to start, but I still love you like I do. It breaks my heart, no text, no calls from you. It's like you could shake this off, but you're not that tough with me. So run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I made you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good.
Once I wiped this table down, there was still such a buildup around the edges of the table from where the glass meets the edge of the table. So I am just taking my scraper tool and I'm just gently scraping all of the buildup off. I did use the plastic tips, so I am not at risk of scraping the wood table, but it was disgusting having to do this. And this is a big reason why I do not like that glass top.
Oh, I know I once broke your heart, but I still love you like I do. Love you like I do. Oh, it breaks your heart. No text, no calls from me. I thought I could shake this off, but I'm not that tough.
There is always so much dirt and sand that makes its way through this area rug, so I do always like to pick it up and clean underneath it at least once or twice a year.
Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Run away with me, come home with me tonight.
Also, a question I forgot to ask when I was talking about the kitchen painting earlier is if you guys have any recommendations for paint colors. I thought they might just have a standard white that they use all the time, but he said that is not the case and they use all different colors of white. So if you have one you would recommend, please leave it down below in the comments. I am extremely nervous to pick a color that I end up not loving. I do not want a white that looks yellow in any aspect. I don't want any creams or anything like that. I want just a true white, but I don't want it to just be stark where it can look cheap, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to have to go and look at colors and try to narrow something down, maybe get some swatches to be able to kind of have a look how it would look in our kitchen lighting, but I'm very nervous to pick a color.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We've got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do.
So now that we are finished in the dining room, we are going to be moving on into the kitchen to finish our cleaning up in here. We will be moving back into the dining room a little later on because I did decide to do my Easter decorating in today's video. I don't know if I'm early or late or where I am on the decorating train, but I feel like Easter is kind of late at the end of April this year. But I did decide to decorate today. I felt like it was a good day to do it, and I always enjoy a little change of scenery when it comes to my decor. So I am going to be decorating the dining room, the living room, the office, and my little coffee bar in the kitchen. I always enjoy the pinks when it comes to my Easter decor, and I feel like it just brings spring into the house as well.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you.
We are also going to be ripping out all of our current backsplash and replacing it with something white. I think I want to go with herringbone or subway tile. I really haven't decided. Again, leave your opinions down below in the comments. I love to hear what you guys are thinking, but I am just so excited for these changes. I know this is my third time talking about this in this video already, but it is what is currently on my mind. And I am just really looking forward to it. I think it is going to feel like a whole new kitchen. It is just going to be so bright and light, and I am so ready for this change.
You got something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own will. It's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow locked up in your dome. You know I fight for you. What do I? Every time you call my name, what do I? What do I? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I? What do I? What do I?
So I ran down to the basement and grabbed my bin full of Easter decor, and I am going to quickly empty all of this out so I can see what I am working with. I did grab a couple new pieces for my coffee bar, but for the most part, I don't have a ton of Easter decor. I really don't think you need to add too many pieces to bring the holiday or the celebration into your home. I do go all out for Christmas, and I do have quite a bit for Halloween as well. But when it comes to Easter or Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day, I don't add too much, but just enough so you know we are celebrating and it makes it fun for the kids, but I don't go over the top at these holidays.
Be like this. I'm loving the heat. I think I'm losing it. What do I? Every time you call my name, what do I? What do I? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I? What do I? What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence.
I absolutely love this candle holder. It is from Bath and Body Works, and I believe I got it for my birthday last year because I am a March baby. My birthday is on the 19th, so very soon, and I am excited. I will be turning 31, which is honestly, that is crazy to me. I did not have a hard time turning 30. I know a lot of people have a hard time at 30 or maybe 40, some of those big milestones, but I thought 30 was fun. I was so excited to ring in my 30s and enter this new decade of my life. But now that I am turning 31, I feel like I am just deep in my 30s and it's not as fun anymore. I was excited for the milestone of 30, but now I just feel like I'm in my 30s and you know, it's not as big of a milestone. But I will say I am a big celebrator when it comes to birthdays. It is not an honor that everyone is granted, so I gladly welcome each and every new age that I am able to bring in.
Red carpet for you. Let me hold your bag. I'll carry your shoes. I think I've lost it. What do I? Every time you call my name, what do I? What do I? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I? What do I? What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Keep on rolling in silence. What do I? What do I? What do I? What do I?
I am not 100% happy with how this tiered tray ends up turning out. I just feel like some of the pieces don't fit well on this tray, but I do show you two different options and setups. So let me know if you like option 1 or option 2 better. I think I am going to mess around with this and maybe see if I can find some smaller pieces, but I will definitely be switching things around on here. If not this year, then definitely next year.
I didn't know something was wrong. Here I was dreaming we got along so perfectly and wordlessly. Had I been there some of the time, I would have seen all of the signs
And the very last room we are going to be cleaning today is my formal dining room. And you guys do not see this room very often. It is one of the unfinished rooms in our home. I still have to decorate this space and I'm really excited to tackle that, but one thing at a time. But we have currently been using this room for crafts and mostly our diamond art. I have been loving the diamond art paintings. I find them so relaxing, and I always turn on a podcast or I'll turn a Netflix show on my laptop and I'll just sit there for hours and do my diamond dots at the end of the night. But my kids did recently get their own diamond art set, so they've been loving sitting here with me and we all work on our crafts together, and it's just a nice, fun way to spend some time together doing something we are all enjoying. So I highly recommend that if you have kids that are maybe around the 6-7-year-old age. That's how old my two are, and they love it. And then Quinn does hang out with us as well. She is a little young for the diamond art, but she loves to just do her coloring or her workbooks, so it's really fun to spend that time with them. But I do just store them in this cabinet here. We don't really have a set type of item that we store in this cabinet. It's kind of just the things that we use in this dining room. I will be doing a total rehaul of this cabinet and this room, but like I said, as of right now, it is dedicated to our arts and crafts.
I didn't know something was wrong. Here I was dreaming we got along so perfectly and wordlessly. Had I been there some of the time, I would have seen all of the signs of our fault. I'm sorry, but we had something real, a bit of you, a bit of me. Now I'm swimming through a bitter truth. I don't know how to start over with someone else. Thinking of you still making me breathless. We had it good, baby, we had it bad. I let you go, now you're stuck in my head. Like an all out, drawn out goodbye. Like an all out, drawn out goodbye. Call out to everyone I know. Buy me a drink and help me let go of the suffering. Oh, help me get back again. 'Cause we had love enough, a bit of time, a bit of love. Now I'm dreaming of peace of mind, getting unstuck. I don't know.
So that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this extra Tuesday bonus video. I would love to try and post twice a week more often, and hopefully this is the year that I am able to accomplish that. But thank you guys so much for being here, and if you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you are new. There is a lot of fun stuff coming up on my channel, and I will see you all again on Friday with a brand new video. Bye guys. Hello everyone and welcome back. I am so happy that you are here. We are going to be tackling a ton of different areas around my house today, but we are going to be starting by throwing in a load of laundry. I am very behind on laundry right now, so I have been making a conscious effort to do at least one load every single day. I, of course, would love to dedicate a day to just doing the laundry, but unfortunately, today was not that day. So once this laundry was in and going, we are going to be heading outside to take all of my Christmas and winter decor off of my porch. As you can see, it was a very sunny, beautiful day. Spring is almost here. We are currently in false spring, as I like to call it. It gives you that hope and feeling that spring is right around the corner, but I'm sure it will start snowing again next week. I purchased this new wreath from HomeSense and I absolutely love it. It is very summery and perfect for bringing in the new season. What originally caught my eye in the store was the wood bead detailing. I just think it is such a beautiful touch, and I knew it would look good against the dark color of my front door. But now that we have finished out here, we are already heading back inside to start working on the hall tree area in my laundry room. As you can see from these clips, it is an absolute disaster in here. I have not cleaned this area in over a month. It is such a dumping ground, especially when we are coming in and out from school drop-off and school pickup and playing in the snow. It just takes a beating. So I am going to be taking some time to declutter, organize, and just get this space cleaned up so it is a lot more functional.
I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by yourself on a Saturday night. You were the guy with your friend.
I am more than ready to start packing away all of our winter gear. I feel like it has been a little bit of a longer winter, and we are currently in our false sense of spring. It is so beautiful and sunny and warm out right now. All of the snow is almost melted, but I just know for a fact it is going to snow again, so I am trying not to get my hopes up. We also have a ton of jackets in this area that don't need to be here, so I am going to be moving a lot of this back to our front closet at our front door. We go through so many temperatures and different types of weather this time of year. Anytime we are in between seasons, you just never know what you are going to get. It could be freezing in the morning, but then nice and warm and sunny by the afternoon. So we do go through different jackets just depending on the day. So I am just clearing a lot of that out of this space so it is not so messy.
And I was wishing you'd stick around. Still, I was thinking we were just friends. Had we met before, instant chemistry.
These bins where we keep all of our winter gear, like our mitts and our hats, have gotten quite disorganized and messy over the last few months. So I did just quickly dump them out so I can reorganize them and make sure everyone's correct items are in the proper bins.
When I was looking into your eyes, wasn't love at first sight, fire burning bright. But now I know what it was. It was like coming home. It felt like coming home. Had we met before? Instant chemistry. It took me a while to realize that you were the missing piece. It didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, fire burning bright. But now I know what it was. It was like coming home. Yeah, it felt like coming home. I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by.
Now we are moving on to cleaning the kitchen, and as you can see from these clips, I don't think there was one free area of counter space. It was such a disaster in here. I don't think my kitchen has looked this bad in a very long time. So we are going to be taking some time to clear off all of the counter space. We're going to be doing the dishes, scrubbing the sink, and getting that all done. We are also going to be cleaning out my fridge. That is another task that I am very overdue on. And I am also going to be doing something in this video that I have never done before. I am going to be including a little cook with me at the end of the video. Once I was finished cleaning for the day, I decided to make lasagna, which is one of my family's favorite meals. And I wanted to share our homemade recipe and how we make it in our house. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and you will have to let me know down below in the comments.
I hope I'll be your destination.
Most of the clutter that is sitting on top of my countertop is stuff that my kids have collected or brought home from school or their bedrooms or wherever it might be. They also still had their Valentines still sitting on my counter, and it's been almost 3 weeks since Valentine's Day. So I made the decision to just throw them out, which made me feel really bad. I will not lie. I feel really guilty about throwing things out that my kids find special. But stuff like their class Valentines, they already ate all the treats and took off all the fun things. As much as they would like to keep these forever and store them in their bedroom and collect them, I just do not want that clutter in my house. So I did throw these out, and I'm fairly confident my kids will never ask about them or go looking for them.
You're gone now, or you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low.
We are going to be cleaning off my glass stovetop, and there is quite a bit of scuffing on the lower right burner, and I am just unable to get that off. Like I said, I think it is scratches and just wear and tear because I did really scrub at it, and you will see at the end it looks a little better, but it definitely does not look great. I am still so happy that we finally did this little coffee bar area in the corner here. We used to have the microwave here, but we did move that into the pantry. And this is one of my favorite little areas of the kitchen now. I do still have my Valentine's decor on my tiered tray here. I will be switching this out for Easter probably in the next week or so. I'm excited to start decorating for Easter and spring, but I might have to run out to HomeSense and get a few little pieces for this tray. As I was filming this, I was trying to remember the last time I cleaned my kitchen in a video, and I honestly think it's been over a month. It has been a very long time since I have just done a cleaning video. I have really been focusing on decluttering and organizing and just trying to get some of those projects tackled around my home. So I just have not found myself filming a good old-fashioned cleaning video. So let me know if you guys miss them. I, of course, will always do cleaning videos. That is my home when it comes to YouTube, but I have really been enjoying tackling some of the larger decluttering and organization projects. I find it kind of nice to focus on one space in a video rather than tackling a ton of different areas, which is usually what I do. I love to try to switch things up and make each video a little different. If you guys ever have a request or something you would like to see, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I am always open to adding new and different things into my videos. I want to create what you guys want to see, so never hesitate to let me know down below.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel. I don't know if you're real.
I don't know about you guys, but I get very overwhelmed when my fridge looks like this. I have no idea what is in the back of my fridge, and I really didn't know what we were needing for groceries. We did recently run out of eggs, and that is when I know it's time to go to Costco. That is my favorite place to buy eggs in bulk because we eat a ton of them. But I also want to stock up on some of our regular purchases as well. So I decided it was the perfect time to go through my fridge and clean it out. There was quite a bit of expired food and sauces in here, and I just didn't know what I needed to buy because I couldn't see what was in here.
You're beautiful.
This was everything that was in my fridge, and I feel like it always looks like so much more when it is laid out on the countertop. But we are going to go through all of this and check expiry dates and get rid of things that are no longer good. I always feel guilty when I am throwing out food. It is something that doesn't feel good. It's a waste of money, especially right now when groceries are so expensive. But the best way to stay on top of the food in your fridge and what needs to be used is going through your fridge regularly, which is something I don't do as often as I should. So I am going to try to implement that and maybe go through it once a month. And that way I just know what I have at all times. I don't double buy things, which is something I am very bad for. Sometimes when I'm at the grocery store, I will try to think of what I want to make for dinner if we haven't meal prepped, and I will buy the items I need just in case we don't have them at home. But a lot of the times we do have it at home, and then I have double items and we end up wasting a lot of it, which is not good either. So I really do have to get back into my routines, start meal planning, start grocery shopping on a weekly basis, and just staying on top of the food situation and saving money while doing so.
At you all night, all night. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful.
Justin and I have lived together for 13 years this year, which is absolutely insane to me. But we did purchase all of our appliances when we first moved into our first house together, which was our last house. But we did bring all of our appliances with us when we moved into this house. The only appliance we have had to replace is our dishwasher, but the rest of our appliances are still going strong 13 years later, which honestly is probably pretty impressive. I feel like appliances don't last long in this day and age. I feel like older appliances last so much better than they do now. But I won't lie, I am looking forward to investing in some new appliances when the time comes, and I would love to get a new fridge.
I'm looking out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed.
I am really enjoying how empty and clean my fridge is. I know it will not stay like this. Once I go get groceries, I will have to move things around. I do purchase a large pack of eggs, and that does take up a majority of this bottom shelf. So things will get shuffled and it probably won't look as nice as it looks right now, but I am going to really stay on top of what I have and keeping everything organized so I am not wasting any more food.
The corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin.
Now that both my kitchen and my fridge are clean, we are going to be making dinner, and I love making dinner in a nice and clean kitchen. And like I mentioned earlier, I am going to be bringing you guys along with me. I am going to be making lasagna, which is one of my family's favorite foods. This is one that always gets eaten by everyone. And if you have kids, you probably know that it is hard to find dinners that everyone enjoys. So to start, we are going to be cooking up our ground beef, and I am just adding an onion and some roasted garlic to this. We do make our own roasted garlic. That is what's in this jar here. We go through a ton of this. It is one of my favorite things to add to pretty much any recipe, but I added probably about 7 cloves of roasted garlic, and I'm going to be adding this and the onion to the browning ground beef.
Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared.
We are going to be making the next layer of the lasagna using these ingredients, and I am also going to be adding a can of Hunt's Thick and Rich pasta sauce to my ground beef. I love the flavor of this sauce, and it works really well in the lasagna. So we're going to be making my favorite layer of the lasagna, which is a small container of cottage cheese, 1 egg, and then some Parmesan cheese. I feel like a lot of people use ricotta cheese, I believe, in lasagna, but I think the cottage cheese works so much better, and this just makes it taste so good. I would highly recommend it if you do not make it like this.
We just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry. 'Cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end of the road, yeah. Right now it doesn't even matter.
I don't think I have ever made dinner with you guys here on my channel, but I hope you enjoyed it. This was fun to film, and it's always fun to add something new and different into my videos. Like I said earlier, if there's anything else you would like to see from me here on my channel, let me know down below in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for being here and clicking on today's video. If you did enjoy this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys all next week with a brand new video. Bye guys. Hello you guys, and welcome back. We are starting things off in my front entryway today, and we have some collection of deliveries and boxes that we are going to just be moving out of here and getting those put where they belong. I also, embarrassingly, have some of my Christmas decor still up. This is a new record for me. I usually have all of my Christmas stuff down and back in the basement before December is over, but for some reason, I just kept the entryway decor around. I think it's because I don't have anything to put in this space yet, so I knew once this went downstairs, it would be looking a little empty around here. I am on the hunt for a really nice plant to put beside the bench, and hopefully I can find one, but I have yet to find something that I really like. But we are going to be cleaning this entire space. It has been a little while since I've cleaned the floors and the baseboards and just doing a little bit of deeper cleaning. We are also going to be heading upstairs to get some deep cleaning done in my bedroom, as well as decluttering and organizing a really bad linen closet that I don't think I've ever cleaned on my channel. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and thank you so much for being here. I have talked about this before, but I feel like usually at people's entryway, they have tile instead of hardwood, even if it's just the little square of tile at the door. But for some reason, when they built this house, that was not the case, and they just put the hardwood all the way through to the door. And this is an absolute nightmare for me. We have so many scratches and scuffs all over this floor. It is hard to tell on camera, but even if the tiniest little rock is on the hardwood and someone steps on it, or a box gets dragged, or even the bench just sitting on the hardwood, you can kind of see to the bottom right corner, there's a scuff there, and that's just from the bench leg rubbing against the hardwood. It gets scratched so easily, and I just wish we had tile at this front door. Before we put the bench and the front mat back, I am just quickly going through with a magic eraser and cleaning up the baseboards and the door and the closet here. There were a ton of little scuffs and dirt smudges all over this area, so I'm just tidying those up quick before we put everything back.
I feel it now when I see that smile, like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul.
I purchased this greenery wreath from HomeSense, and I just thought it was the perfect one to take me through the spring and summer until I start decorating this area for fall again. And then I did have some pillows that I've collected over time, and I was trying to decide which one looked better, and I did decide on this square pillow that says hello. I feel like it is perfect for the entryway, and I am wanting to get a plant for the right side of the bench. I feel like that will just tie the space together, and I do keep areas like the front entryway pretty minimal when it comes to decor. I feel like areas like an entryway can become very cluttered very easily between the boots and the jackets and the shoes and everything else when people are coming and going. So less is definitely more, in my opinion.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's
Now that we are finished cleaning the entryway, we are quickly going to deal with this front bathroom as well. As you can see, it does also still have some Christmas decor in here. So I, of course, am going to just be taking all of this out of here. So we are done with Christmas for good for this year. And then I'm just going to clean up the sink area and put out a few little touches for spring.
There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Wanna see you smile. Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now.
Now we are moving on into the living room to get things cleaned up in here. I was a little overdue for my vacuuming, so we are going to be tackling that as well. Another big thing I was wanting to do in here was set up the couch area for a movie night for my kids. I promised them we would have our weekly movie night this day. It was Friday, and I was trying to get this all done before they got home from school. I also still had this Valentine's garland out on my fireplace mantle, so I am going to be taking this down. I'm not going to be putting anything new up here until Easter. I think I'm probably going to start decorating for Easter in the next couple weeks. I feel like once March rolls around, you're good to decorate anytime after that, so I'm excited to start getting some of my spring and Easter decor out.
We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing.
Like I mentioned earlier, we were having a family movie night this night, and since it was Friday, I wanted to order pizza as well and just make a little date evening for it. My kids love doing this, and I highly recommend it. It is such an easy and inexpensive way to spend time as a family.
All day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go.
Our movie night was a complete success, and this was the next day, and we are now going to be moving on to my master bedroom. This room was a mess. It is very long overdue that I have been in here to clean and vacuum and all of the things I am usually very good at staying on top of. And as you can see, Grayson's pillow is in our bed. We are co-sleeping with him right now, which is something we have never done ever in my kids' lives. We have never co-slept, even when they were babies, but he had a seizure a couple of weeks ago, probably about 4 weeks ago when you guys are seeing this video, which I did mention on my channel. And ever since then, we have been co-sleeping since it was something that happened in the night. It's something we are dealing with and just nervous about, of course. So this is just what we are all comfortable with right now. We are going to get him back into his own bed and things will go back to normal. But for right now, this is just what works for us.
Staring at the stars for hours, 'cause you're a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape.
This is going to be a little off topic, but I do get a lot of questions whenever I clean off my dresser about my perfumes, and I thought it would be super fun to share some of my favorites. I love perfume, and I don't know if you are a perfume girly like me, but I wear it every single day, and it is usually one of these four right now. I will also say I love a gourmand perfume. I love a good vanilla, so I definitely stick to the sweeter perfumes, but my number one favorite right now is definitely this Kayali one. It is called Yum Bougie Marshmallow, which is the worst name, but the perfume inside is worth it. It smells like a strawberry milkshake, but in a classy way. Trust me, it is worth the buy. This is going to be my spring and summer scent. Vanilla Skin is another really good one. This one's more of a warm vanilla, and it is a hair and body mist, so it is a little lighter than a classic perfume. Princess by Kilian is another really good vanilla, but again, it's just a little bit more elevated and fancier smelling. And I actually purchased this one off of Amazon. It's called Eclair by Lattafa. I believe this one was only $60 when I purchased it, so pretty inexpensive for a perfume, but it is such a good one, so I highly recommend.
You don't wanna talk, but there's a battle in my heart, and no thoughts keep on running wild. Is it possible you sleep with someone else between your sheets, and is she laying on my side? If you look in those eyes, baby, do they make you lose gravity? Like you would hold on for so long looking at me. Look in those eyes, baby. Are you forgetting our history? Or does the voice inside your mind recall that way? We were kids that didn't know, but we grew to solid gold. In the night, you and I, not long ago. Laid in bed without our clothes, together keeping out the cold. In the night, you and I, not long ago. Not long ago. Act like my opponent, turning tail like you are scared, and I'm still waiting for you here. Sitting lonely in my bedroom while you are in someone else's bed.
You would probably think I never move Mac's kennel to clean underneath it because of the amount of fur that collects underneath here, but I move this kennel every single time I vacuum my room, and this fur just collects so quickly. He sheds a lot and he has dark fur, which doesn't help the situation, but trust me, I do clean this space every single week when I vacuum. I might have to start doing it in between the regular daily vacuuming because I am always shocked with how much fur is underneath here.
Laid in bed without our clothes, together keeping out the cold. In the night, you and I, not long ago. Not long.
When I clean behind the kennel, I do also always like to quickly wipe down the wall and the baseboards. For some reason, his fur sticks to the wall as well, and then sometimes there's just some dog spit, and you know, just the messes that come along with having dogs. Something that I just think is the cutest thing ever is no matter where Quinn is in the house, if she hears me vacuuming, she will run to find her vacuum to come and help me. You will see her burst in here in a couple of seconds, but it always puts a smile on my face. It is the cutest thing ever, and I love when she comes to help me get my vacuuming done.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know my schedule.
Now we are moving on to one of the most dreaded closets in my entire home. This is our main linen closet that is in the hallway upstairs, and as you can see, it is an absolute mess. I can't even walk into this closet with the amount of stuff on the floor. It is a very neglected space, and I was dreading dealing with it this day, but I will say I felt like $1,000,000 getting this done. So if you have a closet or an area like this in your house, you should tackle it. Tackle it right now. Tackle it with me while I'm tackling this closet, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I promise you will feel so much better. I'm not joking when I say I've been putting this closet off for probably over a year, and it really only took 40 minutes of my time.
Rocking my heels, I'm numbers of poison, flows in my veins. Guess I got used to avoiding the pain. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be.
So the first thing we are going to deal with in here is everything on the floor, so we can actually get into the closet to deal with the rest. Most of the stuff on the floor was pillowcases from old bedding sets and a lot of top sheets, which we don't use in this house. So we are going to be donating a good majority of what is currently in here.
Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know. All of my problems, I know. Maybe I need a break, maybe that's why I fade into this.
Another thing you may notice in this closet is the color of the paint on the wall. It is a yellow paint, and it is very ugly to me. It is not my taste, it is not my style, and this was actually the color of my entire house when we first moved in. We, of course, painted all of the walls, but we did neglect the closet. I don't even really know why. I guess we just didn't feel like dealing with it after painting the entire house. But this is a project that is currently on our list. I want to paint it the same gray as the rest of the house. I also want to pull out all of the wire rack shelving and maybe put some really nice floating wood shelves in here. I really think we can utilize the space in here a lot better because it is a fairly large closet, and I'm excited to eventually tackle that. Hopefully this year, but we will see. A lot of the sheet sets in this linen closet as well did belong in the kids' rooms, so I am just quickly putting some of those into their bedroom closets to get it out of here.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so
I'm pretty sure I've talked about on my channel that I only have one set of bedding, but apparently I was lying. I have 2 other sets of sheets in here that I didn't even know I had. I just need a new duvet cover and I'll be all set. But these pillows are all going to be donated. I just don't have the duvet covers or the sheet sets anymore. This pile here is also going for donation. It is a couple blankets and mostly flat sheets. No one in my house likes a top sheet, so we never use them, and I might as well donate them. I am keeping 3 of them here though for painting because we lay them out when we are painting to protect the floors. And then these are sheets for my kids' beds in the trailer. So I'm going to wash these and get these ready because camping season is coming, and then I can get them out of this closet.
Are you? I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on. And we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment.
I am not somebody who owns only matching towel sets. We definitely have a collection of colors and sizes and types, but that's okay. It might not be the most aesthetic to look at, but that is most definitely real life, especially in a house full of kids.
Then you stand by my side, if only for a while. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on. And we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment.
This bottom shelf has collected so many different types of items, and I ended up being able to get rid of almost all of it. I do keep my humidifiers in here, and then I do end up keeping the brown bin to throw all of my cleaning rags in. But besides that, I think I got rid of almost everything else.
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what the hell were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did, 'cause now you
So this is how things are looking. It looks so much better in here. I'm actually surprised I have so much extra space on the shelves. I do have some laundry to do for blankets because my kids are constantly making blanket forts, but I have quite a bit of space here and here, which is great. I obviously cannot wait to change the color in here. I'm going to paint it to match the rest of the house with the Sherwin-Williams Repost Gray. I don't even know what color this is, but it's yellow and I do not like it. But we will eventually tackle this closet as well. I'm hoping maybe in the next couple of months because I know it will make a huge difference. But I am very happy with this. And it did only take me about maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And this is something I have been putting off for so long, and it took me less than an hour. So if you have an area you have been putting off, get it tackled. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And it feels amazing to be done.
adore me. Go ahead now.
That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I feel like this was a fun one. There was a little bit of everything, and I always enjoy filming something a little different. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me, and I will see you guys all next Friday with a brand new video. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are officially into the month of March, and that means we are going to be kicking off our spring cleaning. Spring cleaning to me means tackling jobs that I do not tackle on a regular basis. I will be getting into some of the bigger jobs soon, like pulling out appliances in the kitchen, but today we are starting off small and we're going to be focusing on some of the kids' spaces. I have not cleaned underneath their mattresses or dusted their baseboards in over a year, and this is always on my spring cleaning to-do list. The days have been getting longer and the weather is getting warmer, and I just feel like I am coming back to life. I had the windows open and the music was playing, and I was ready to tackle it all. So I hope you enjoy today's video, and let me know down below in the comments if you have started your spring cleaning yet. So we are just starting off by picking everything off of the floor in their room, and I will say my girl's room is always so much messier than Grayson's room. I don't know if it's because there's two of them in here or if they are just messy in general, but I find their room so much harder to keep up on compared to Grayson's.
What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
When I first started cleaning this day, I didn't plan on doing any deeper cleaning. I did just want to get their room tidied up and cleaned just for the weekly reset. But as I was cleaning, I did decide to do a little bit more of a deeper dive. So I did end up wasting my time making their beds here because I do end up flipping these over in a couple seconds so we can start cleaning underneath them. I also did just want to quickly say hello and welcome if you are new. My name is Aleah and I am a mom to 3 kids. I have a 7-year-old son and then I have 2 daughters aged 6 and 3. I love to post cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and the occasional room makeover here on my channel. So if that is the type of content you enjoy, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe down below. I do post new videos every single Friday, and I feel like we have built the most amazing community here on my channel, and I would love for you to be a part of it. I am also trying to get better at posting more regularly on Instagram, so if you are interested in following me on more of a daily basis instead of just the weekly updates here on YouTube, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram as well. I will make sure it's linked down below in the description box. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another video, and I really hope you enjoy this one. The baseboards that were hidden underneath the bed had collected so much dust, so I did just grab a microfiber cloth and wipe those down. The bed frame did collect quite a bit of dust as well, which surprised me considering the box spring and the mattress were sitting on top of them, but I of course wanted to make sure those were wiped down and all of the dust was gone before we vacuumed the carpets. Underneath Rowan's bed was just as bad as underneath Quinn's, so we are just doing the exact same thing. We're just going to be dusting the baseboards and the bed frame and then removing all of the garbage that was underneath here.
Your taste. It's really a bad reception out there. Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you.
Between the two girls' beds, I pretty much filled this entire garbage can up with garbage. So here is your friendly reminder to add cleaning underneath your beds and your mattresses to your spring cleaning list.
Found myself in between the lines underneath your bed sheets. It started fun, but now I'm in too deep into this flow. A zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless. Can't get enough. I've lost you. But I need you, and you're off my brain.
So now that we are finished with the big job in here, I am just going to quickly remake the bed, and then we are going to dust off all of the furniture and vacuum up all of the carpets before we move on to doing the exact same tasks in Gray's room. I decided to also clean underneath his mattress this day. Then I know all of the kids' rooms are done and I don't have to worry about this again until maybe next year at this same time. I might decide to do this again in 6 months just to keep on top of the dust and the garbage, but really I think I'm probably safe only doing this once a year. There are certain jobs that I feel like even though I tackle them during my spring cleaning, I definitely have to keep up on the maintenance throughout the year and not only do it once a year.
I need you, but you're off my radar now. I've lost you. I've lost you. I keep on looking for you.
We are very fortunate to have a bonus room upstairs in our home, and we did make that room into a playroom. So the majority of the kids' messes are contained in the playroom, and that is where we store all of their toys and Lego and all of the big mess makers. But I do notice as my kids have gotten older, they seem to enjoy spending more time in their room and their space. So I am noticing a bit of an influx when it comes to the messes that are being created in their bedrooms as well. With that being said though, we are going to be cleaning the playroom in this video as well, and you will notice that there is no shortage of messes in the playroom. So I pretty much just have messes in every room now moving forward, which of course is to be expected with 3 kids. And I did see this video online and it is a really refreshing perspective, and it said every time I get stressed out about the clutter in my home, and then it panned over to the clutter and underneath it said my kids' childhood, and it was all of the toys and the artwork and their little shoes at the door. And it's just a really good way to look at it. I feel like when I am looking at messes, I am trying to remind myself that it was my kids having fun or being creative or entertaining themselves. And really, that is what's important in the end. Messes can be cleaned, but they will cherish the memories of their childhood.
Trying to keep up with the time. Why don't you slow it down? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna find you. Yeah, you keep thinking it's right to keep a distance. It's like nothing I do is enough.
I really don't understand how so much stuff gets shoved underneath the bed and just collects underneath here, but Gray's bed was just as bad as the girls', so I am just going through and throwing out pretty much everything that has collected underneath here. We obviously haven't missed it, so it's just going to go in the garbage. And then I'm going to dust the baseboards and the bed frame before putting the box spring and the mattress back.
Bending into the moon crowd. Running back to you. Running
I am very curious if you guys have carpeted bedrooms in your household. I love carpet in the bedrooms, but I do understand that hardwood or hard flooring of any kind is probably a little more hygienic because you can wash it a lot easier. Of course, I get my carpet steam cleaned and I do maintain that, but carpet is just dirtier. I feel like that's just a known fact. I have thought about running our hardwood floors into the bedrooms and getting nice big area rugs instead, but I just don't think I can do it. I love carpet for the bedrooms. Like I said, I just feel like it's cozy and it's homey and it's warm, and that's just the feelings you want to have in a bedroom. So I am just curious what you guys have and what your opinions are. I just find it very interesting how everybody thinks a little different.
Hanging on, counting days, thinking it was me all along. Had a million conversations in my head about where it went wrong. And I've got no.
And now we are making our way into the playroom, and I feel like I have just come to terms with the fact that this room is almost always a mess by the end of the day. My kids do maintain it on a daily basis. I feel like I always have to say that when I clean this room. I get a ton of comments about how I need to teach my kids to clean up after themselves, and I know I don't even have to address it, but maybe to avoid some of those comments in this video, I will just say my kids do clean up on a regular basis, but when it comes to filming and YouTube and cleaning, I do let them make their messes and not worry as much about the pickup because I do know I'm going to be filming. And I, of course, am not going to make them participate when I am filming, if that makes sense. I know most of you guys understand and you get it, but I just wanted to make sure I covered that to maybe save myself from having to respond to some of those comments.
Got a million stupid reasons not to call. It's just that I want to. Do you remember how we pulled the drapes in the basement to get away from the world that we couldn't fit in? And how we used to walk those empty streets at night in the city lights is where I saw you for the last time. Said our goodbyes, sat in the car, you saw the pain.
It might be hard to tell from these clips, but we have gotten rid of so many different types of toys. We have really narrowed down our toy collection, and I'm laughing because as I'm looking at this, I know that sounds and looks a little not true, but we have gotten rid of so many things over this last year, and it is kind of hard because my kids are 3 very different ages and I do have a boy and 2 girls. So there are a lot of different areas of interest and different types of toys and things that they are into. So I do feel like we still have a lot. I know that, but we have gotten rid of a ton and I'm proud of the progress that I have made. I will say over this next year, I think I will be able to really narrow down this collection. I don't know what the plan will be for this room once my kids no longer play with toys. I do feel like we have a little bit of time before that is where we're at in life, but I have put some thought into it and I don't know what we're going to do on this side. I don't know what we're going to do with the shelving units, and it'll be interesting to see what the future holds for this room. But for now, it is a playroom. I feel like I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but it is crazy to think that one day my kids will no longer be interested in just the classic toys.
Nobody said it'd be easy, but maybe I should know. One more drink to swallow it down. I gotta get you out of my mind. But nobody said it was easy, but maybe I should know.
We did get rid of our dinosaur bookshelf a few months back, and at the time that was really hard to part with, but we haven't really missed it, and it was nice to clear up some space in this room. And now we do just store all of the books here in the shelving unit, and I feel like this works perfectly. The playroom used to be my favorite room in our house because we spent the most time in this room. I feel like I raised my 3 kids in this room. They grew up in this room because we just spent almost all of our time in here. All of their favorite things were in here, and it is nice to have doors that I could close to kind of trap everyone in here so they couldn't escape into the hallway. And we would just play for hours, and we just have a ton of memories in this room. But now that my kids are older, I don't spend much time in here. They, of course, are still in here all of the time, but I don't have to supervise them the same way as when they were little babies and toddlers. So, like I said, I just don't really hang out up here anymore, and it's just crazy how quickly the times change. And I also should comment on the fact that I just said I trap my children in here. I meant when they were just babies and were crawling and getting into all sorts of trouble. It was nice to be able to close the doors so they couldn't leave the room. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I meant, but just in case someone misinterpreted it, I didn't literally trap my kids in here. It was when they were little and I was with them and we would all be together having fun with the doors closed. Since we were tackling all of the kids' areas, I decided I might as well film cleaning their bathroom as well. I was very overdue to clean this room, and this way I cleaned every single space of theirs, and it felt really good to have it all done. I recently did a huge declutter and organize in my kids' bathroom. I think that was probably 3 or 4 videos back if you missed it and are interested in it. And it made such a difference. It is so much easier to clean up this bathroom. It's so much easier to stay on top of. And there really is no downside to having a nicely decluttered and organized space. So if you have a hard time staying on top of a room in your home, that would be my first recommendation, is just get the space decluttered and then after that, organize it. Buy a couple acrylic containers. You can purchase them at the dollar store. And honestly, you really don't even need them if you can just put things away nicely in the drawers. I just find the organizers help to compartmentalize and just make things a little more functional, but it just makes such a difference in our everyday life here.
Looking back at the good times before it all went down, climbed right up on the hillside, a different view of my life. You left me running on and on, but I don't care, would you let me in? You said goodbye like everything's gone, everything that we could have been. But I know you're my liability. Yeah, I know you're my liability.
Cleaning the bathrooms is probably my least favorite task. I do not enjoy cleaning my bathrooms, but I, of course, enjoy having nice and clean bathrooms. I feel like bathrooms are one of the rooms in the entire home that you do not want to be dirty or gross. If someone came over to my home and my bathroom was dirty, I would be so embarrassed compared to if like my bedroom or my kitchen was a little messy. People can overlook that, but I feel like if you have a dirty or messy bathroom, people are going to remember. That's just my opinion. People might not agree with me, but I just feel like the bathroom is a very important room to keep clean, and I really do try and stay on top of them.
I know you're my liability.
To make sure this room is cleaned from top to bottom, I am also going to be wiping down the baseboards and scrubbing the floors by hand.
Oh, what a hopeless case we could be. Yeah. Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability. I know you are my liability. Yeah. I know you are my liability.
Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video and making it all the way to the end. I truly appreciate it more than you know. If you did enjoy this one, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all next Friday with a brand new video. Bye, guys.
Oh, what a hopeless case we could be. Yeah. Oh, what a hopeless place that we're